So if you come to my house and ask to borrow a tool, I'll say, it's out in the tool closet. And there's a shed. It's a little separate space. You have to go outside and around the corner. And there we've got, I don't know, I think I counted between 85 and 100 tools, depending on, plus lots of sets of things. Most of them we inherited from Zet's dad or Zet's family. Some we inherited from my dad and his tool closet. Some we bought. Some folks have left here at one time or the other, but there's a bunch of them out there in the closet. But we've got a tool drawer, actually more like a little tool box, over in the laundry room, right there next to the kitchen, more convenient, and in which we've got a couple of screwdrivers, a flathead, and a Phillips, and a little hammer, and a plier, a couple other things. They're the ones we use most often, so we keep them right there close. For me, the four directions is one of the tools that I keep in the toolbox right close. I've had the blessing to learn from many different spiritual teachers and teachings over the years. I've got lots of tools I can use. But the ones I tend to come back to most are breath, and of course prayer, but that's a whole separate discussion another time. Breath, grounding, really finding my feet. But four directions is not just a tool and a meditation I can use in the moment. It's not just how we start our Sunday gatherings and have every single time since that very first Sunday in January 1992. We start because the four directions for me are a way of tapping into the all and the everything out in the world and in my life. For me, the four directions, which are an ancient tradition that have been used by peoples throughout the planet in different times, in different ways, with different interpretations. The interpretation we're using includes the awareness that the four directions are archetypes. And archetypes, that's a hard concept to explain, but it's something like an inherited unconscious predisposition to some symbols and some ways of being in the world. Archetypes coming from a Latinized version of the Greek. I don't pretend to be a Greek scholar, but it's arche, meaning a compound of beginning and origin, and typos, meaning a pattern or a model or a type. So archetypes are some ancient collective human consciousness around things. We speak of the direction of the east, and it's a direction of the compass, east, there. It's also, we all know it's a direction of the rising sun. And so the archetype of the east is the light. It's a basic human predisposition to look for the light, for the positive, for the new, for the fresh. That's an archetype living in, some would call in the Christ consciousness, in the Buddha consciousness. More than one teacher has alluded to the fact that the crucifix, the cross, in the Christian tradition, is an outpicturing of the four directions, calling us to the heart, to the center of the cross. That's another whole talk, and their library is full of that people have written on that subject. But I digress. I have so much to say on the subject. I'm going to try my best to keep it brief because it has been a profound and profoundly impactful tool in my personal practice to remember that calling in the four directions, I'm literally invoking the circle of life. Some would say I'm calling in a circle, which is why we travel counterclockwise as we east, south, north, and west. But it's important to remember that this is just an archetype. Life happens in all directions simultaneously. And we call them in order because it's easy to remember. But in fact, where I am at this moment, and every moment, all four directions are acting simultaneously, and one of them is dominant, which is why I personally start almost every morning of my life going outside if possible, or otherwise standing inside my bedroom window, and begin by facing south. I like to start facing south, the direction of blessings. Because I like to start my days soaked in gratitude. That's how I want to start my days. And gracias a Dios, most days I do. So facing south, we call in the archetype of summer, of the noonday sun, the archetype of the warrior, not in the sense of doing war with the world, like fighting, but the warrior in the sense of putting energy out to express and to build and to plant. Warrior. Noonday sun, summer, blessing. Yay, the South is so much fun. And that's why we turn to the West next. From South, yay, yay. To the West, oh, all my blessings are just borrowed. I don't get to take any of them with me into death. And death is coming for us all, including me. So every morning I like to spend just a few seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, I don't know, to pretend that this is my last moment on the earth and I'm dying. And to just feel what that might be and to feel how I would like that to be. I don't know how I'm going to die. But every morning for hundreds of mornings, I've practiced just being peaceful and feel that, this body and this beautiful house, a wonderful, wonderful wife are all just temporary. I don't get to keep none of it. Definitely not my body. Definitely not my health. And to feel that, just let go, and face into the mystery of change, because change is coming for us all. Ain't none of us get to stay in the South where it's nice all the time. We got challenges coming. What is it? We let go into the holy mystery. Rock my soul in the holy mystery. It's coming for anyway. Might as well rock with it. And then turn and face north. North is challenge. Not just the challenge of change and what might happen when I die, or if I get, something happens to Zed, or to the house, or my car, or my guitar. God, no. The North says something is going to happen. Something is happening right now that's challenging you, Rudi. Face into it. My hand hurts. Tough for a guy who plays guitar for a living. Don't moan. Do what you can. Face into it. There it is. Sobriety is a challenge for me every day. Don't moan. Don't beat yourself when you fall off the wagon. Just challenge. And this is the archetype of the sovereign, the king or the queen, that which I have dominion over. I don't get to choose whether I win or lose in the face of the challenge. I do get to choose that I'm showing up to face it. So it is the sovereign. It is the midnight sun, the darkness. Don't know. It's the cold wind of winter. I forgot to say that the West, the sovereign, the archetype is the magician, the transformer, who is willing to change and be changed. North, the warrior, the king, standing sovereign in the north. And then, turn to the east. Oh, something new's coming, the new day, the dawn, spring. It's the direction of the lover. Oh, everything is possible. Everything is moving. Everything is going. It's spring. It's sunrise. And then the gift is to turn to the fifth direction, which is the holy mystery, God, the higher power of understanding, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha within you, the silence, the stillness, the all and the everything. So when we do this on Sunday mornings, oh, great Spirit, and we do it every Sunday, it can be rote, and there's nothing wrong with rote. That works too. The ritual has a power in and of itself, whether you're paying attention or not. But once a year or so, I have this little talk to say, hey, team, when we're facing the directions, let's really face them, because it's a chance to feel the feelings that my life wants me to feel. The joy and the gratitude and the sorrow and the anger and the fear, because that's also in the West. There's a whole lot of injustice in the world. A lot of mean people doing mean things, and you've wondered, how do they get away with that? The West says, you don't know. Let go. So, the point of is to not just let be a ritual. It takes a minute or two, but to use it as a conscious tool and to really take a moment and face what's in my life. So, from time to time, my hand hurts. And I'm like, oh, I wish it didn't hurt. I wish I were young again and could play for hours and hours. And I feel that. That's the north. That's a challenge. And it's a very real challenge. But instead of whining about it, just face into it. It's true. And I've been to a bunch of doctors, and they tell me it's not going to go away. I can wish it could, and we can use medication and therapy and tools. But at the bottom, I got arthritis. I'm dying. My body is not what it was. But there is real power in actually visiting that, and then visiting the awareness that there's still a new song that wants to come through this hand. There's something new that can happen, and if I can't play the guitar that day, it's a real good time to pick up my dulcimer, which is easier to play, or to play a couple of notes on my piano or the keyboard and write a song on the keyboard. That newness. And then consciously take a moment to face the south and say, God, aren't I blessed? I got a guitar and a dulcimer and a piano and a wife who doesn't mind listening to all of that being played. Especially when I'm writing a new song and I play it badly and I play it over and over and over again. She never complains. What a blessing. South, yay, south. It feels so good. And then finally for me, in the case of this particular example, to face into the West and know that it's mystery and it's bigger than me and I'm not that important. That's what the West asked me to remember again and again. I am a little speck of dust on a little bitty planet, on a little bitty solar system, in a little bitty galaxy, which is one of hundreds of billions of galaxies. I ain't jack. And I like to think I'm important. So I turn again to the north. I'm the king. And I can face my challenge with renewed sovereignty. Okay, so that's me talking. That was my big wind-up. It's my sales pitch to invite you to stand with me and do the 4 directions again as a process. This will take about 5 or 8 minutes. Michael will be playing drums and helping us stay centered. If at any point you get tired, just sit down. This is not a contest. You can do the 4 directions in your mind while staying perfectly seated. I've done it many times. So stand and face with us if you want. Remain seated if you prefer. But we start, oh yes, thank you. Will you please? Start by facing south. Won't you start and feel with me the blessings of your life? There are many. no doubt. But just for this moment, pick one or two that you're particularly grateful for. And as you feel that gratitude, I invite you to hold your hands out in front of you, maybe together, maybe slightly apart, but with the palms up to receive the many blessings, because there are more of them coming your way. You focused on one or two now, but there are many more heading to you. Hold your hands out and say, I'm ready to receive all the blessings you have for me, oh dear God, Holy Spirit, wonderful one. Life. Receive those blessings. Feel them flowing into your palms. You might just feel some warmth and light. Oh, those blessings keep moving towards you. Feel them flow down through your body, all the way down through your torso, down through your thighs, your calves, ankles, feet. Oh, thank you for the blessings of this moment. And now, turn and face the west. And hold your hands down by your side, just because you're going to have to let go of all those blessings. You don't get to hold on to a single one of them. With palms open, somehow just let your hands hang down. In the face of the mystery of the West, feel that you are the magician. You face the change and embrace the change and can create your space within the change. Can transform. Feel what it's like to let go of all your blessings and just stand naked in this present precious moment. Feel your willingness to die, to let go of this life and all you've learned about it, all you own, all you've loved, done. Just for a minute or two, let go of it all. And if there's some sadness arises, some tears, that's fine. They're part of the West. They too are a gift. Let the energy of the West sink down through your body from the tip of your head to the tip of your toes. Feel your weight sinking down, down, down. Feel yourself literally returning to the earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. As change flows through you. And now slowly let go of the West and rotate to face the North. For the North, place your palms over your heart, one on top of the other, and feel courage. Courage, coming from the French, meaning heart. Feel encouraged as you stand and face the North and open to whatever is most challenging in your life. You know what it is. There's an issue in your life, maybe multiple issues. But in this case, feel your willingness to just feel that challenge, that problem, that person, that situation, that illness. Something's been bugging you. Standing north, just face the challenge, feeling your courage, feeling that as the queen of your life, the king of your life, you are sovereign. And feel your sovereignty, but not your own sovereignty, but the sovereignty of life, of God. Jesus, of Buddha, flowing to you, through you, the goddess. Oh, what a mighty, mighty force is flowing through you, the sovereign, as you face the north, the cold of night, the dark of night, the winds of winter. Again, ground yourself. Stand your ground. This is your ground to stand as sovereign of your life. Surrendering again and again to that which is co-created through you by the Creative One. Sinking down, down, down through your body into your feet. And then whenever you're ready, turn and face east. And if you're willing, without hitting your neighbor in your face, reach your arms up to the sky, palms open to the rising sun. Greet the rising sun with palms open to receive the blessings of spring, of dawn, of the new life, the new light shining through you, streaming to you. The energy of the lover, of the poet, of the dancer. All that is fertile and being born in you afresh right now. The warrior can do the doing later, but right now the lover, the poet just welcomes the newness that is and is becoming. Oh, great Spirit. Earth, sun, sky, and sea, you are inside and all around me, flowing to me from the east. And go ahead and take your palms full of that new energy and just wash your scalp with it and let your hands flow down your face and your neck and shoulders, down your chest, wash down through your abdomen and groin, down thighs, and let go. Just let your hands hang with gratitude for all that is new and fresh. Especially regarding that challenge that you faced earlier. Is there something new and fresh that's waiting for you beneath this challenge? What is it? Turn within to the inner direction and ask Spirit, God, Christ, Buddha, your higher self for guidance. On how best to move forward in your life. And then simply feel the fullness of this moment and sink into the silence. We give thanks for this opportunity to gather together in peace and freedom, to experience the fullness of the four directions, alone and in community together. May all beings be blessed as we are blessed by our willingness to face and embrace the four directions and the fullness of spirit today, tomorrow, and all our tomorrows. And so it is. Amen.